Hello, everyone, and welcome back into another episode of the shell scripting. What we are going to do now, we are starting slowly the scripting journey, and then we'll see how we can build the foundation to start writing the script that can not only work with the Linux operating system, but as well as with the cloud platforms as well. And like I mentioned in my previous video, that once you understand and once you get a good grip on the shell scripting, that will open some really powerful doors for you to control not only the infrastructure side of your solution, but also obviously the dev part and the integration part of the solution, right? So that's one tool that can be used for multiple purposes, right? That's why it's quite significant to get a mastery on that tool. And tell you the truth, if you know the batch cell, handling any cloud is not going to be a challenge, because then all you need to know the CLI or the interfaces that the cloud environment is providing, and then we can utilize that end to get the mastery on that cloud platform. Additionally, sometimes it would be easier to do things into Python compared to Bash scripting. So what we will do, we'll actually do a combination of these two languages and build some solution that work in both ways. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use Bash to start doing some really powerful file system management, because most of the time while we are implementing the integration, or while we are implementing the data flow, so we already have a tool like Glue, like we have the Azure Data Bricks, and we have the Azure Data Factory, and we have the Microsoft SQL Server integration services that we can use to build the powerful pipeline. But obviously there are some cases where we need to manipulate the file on the file system. So if you know the Bash language, that will really help you. And I'm just going to show you in this video a very simple program that you have to obviously write code to build, but if you know the Bash, it's going to be available out of the box. So let's come back to our dev environment. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go to my folder. Let me again show to you. If you want to see the folder list, you need to run the ls command, and I'm going to go into workspace. You don't need to type the full name, just type the some words of the directory name, and then press tab, and it will show you the complete name of the directory. Now I'm entering in it. So let me show it to you. Now we have some text files. So what I'm going to do, sometimes we need to count the number of words, and that's one of the requirement while we are building the data pipeline. So we need to see whether the file is empty or not, so we can take the next action. So obviously you need to build, if you know the programming language, you need to build the code that can open the file and read it. But the beauty with Bash, that it has all these utilities pre-built, so you can literally see these utilities, and you can utilize them without reinventing the. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to call a command wc, that is for word count, minus w, and I'm going to write my file name. So you can see I press I type the data, and then I press the tab, but nothing is happening. And there is a reason, because you can see I have a two file with the same name, not exactly the same, but obviously they are starting with the same word. So that's why the shell is not understanding which name it needs to print, right? So I might need to be a bit more specific. So let me type dash, and now you will see the name will be completed, right? So let me run it. So we have 18 word into my data file, which is data-2022. That's the date when I have created this data file. All right, so we can display the content of the data file. All we need to actually do cat And there are multiple way that we can show the contents, but I'm using cat, which is a simple command, cat, and then the file name. Again, I need to be specific, and then so now you can see the contents of the file has been displayed on the screen. Now, if you really want to go and open the file in the editing mode, because remember on most of the servers, we don't have the user interface, right? Normally the server machines, they come without user interfaces. So you need to be proficient with the command line so you can manipulate and you can, do all the configuration using the command line. But trust me, that will really help you if you get the whole, or if you get the skill set on the scripting language. You are going to be the hero of this area. So let me just open the file. We have multiple editors or the application available in the Linux environment that we can use to open any file. I would prefer Nano, but you can even use Vim. Vim is very popular. I started actually building batch using Vim, but obviously Nano is more easy and easy to manipulate. So I prefer Nano. So let me type Nano, and then I'm going to type the file name. So again, data need to be specific. So now you can see I have these 4 lines that have been written, and you have seen the same contents in the screen before, right? So what I'm going to do, just to show you, let me add just 2 more words. Nano editor, right? So I've added 2 words. So now once I run the word count, it's going to increase the total to 2 more words. So let me just close it. I need to press Control S. It is asking I need to save the modified buffer, means the changes that I've actually made to my profile that has been in the memory, not written on the disk. So I'm going to press yes. I want to return. I want to override the file. Enter. And now let me run. Oh, by the way, you can bring the previous command by using the up arrow and down arrow. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to now run wc minus the w file name again, and you're gonna see the word count has increased to 20. Very powerful tool. You don't need to build anything. You can literally utilize the command line utility, which is pre-built. And by the way, if we just run it without any switch, it's going to display 3 things: the number of lines in a file, the words, and the number of characters. So you can see we have 5, 20, and 160. Now, if sometime, if we want to know, okay, what this command is doing, and we want to gain the information, what we normally do, we have multiple options. We can use man, we can use info, and we can use help. So all 3 commands display 3 different type of information, or 3 different way of information, but all are related to that command. So let's see. I'm going to now, let's start with help first. Help wc. You can see there is nothing, but it is suggesting that use the man. If any command is not available into one area of the existing help, at least it's going to actually show you the suggestion. Try the different one. So I'm going to now do man. So man is more like the man pages or manual pages, which have been built as part of the Linux development, that shows you the internal mechanics of the command, and you can utilize it, to gain the better understanding. So let's run it, man, and now you can see, oh, we have the technical information that includes what it does: wc, print line, new line, words, and bytes count for each file. That what we have just seen into the screen as part of the output of previous command. And then we have the description, and you can now see we have these switches that we can use. So we have -w, we have -c, and we have -l, -m. So let me go back. We can just quit this help by pressing Q, and now we are back. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to now run it with -l. So you can see we are only getting the total number of lines. So now if we want to see the total number of characters, let's say, so I'm just going to press M. I believe it was -M. So you can see we have 160 character. So that's how we actually utilize the word count utility to calculate the count, and that, like I mentioned, is a very powerful feature while we are building the file level integration, where we want to move the file from one place to another, and that is a very common requirement in the data integration or data pipelines as part of the data engineering. So you can see these utilities give you additional power beside your actual integration knowledge. So hopefully you like the concept, and you understand the word count utility, a couple of more commands. We're gonna continue our journey with the learning of the bash command. So see you in the next video. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.